Hello everybody, welcome back to training every single day. And I finally unlocked the Lsit pull-up with mobility style. Now I can only do like one or two because when I do it, it really feels like my shoulders and my spine are about to just not, it just is intense is all I can say. I can't even articulate how it feels, but it feels very uncomfortable. Mobility building in the spine and the upper back, it's a really big mobility builder. Each one of those pull-ups, all of my vertebrae pop, all my shoulder blades pop. It's intense, and I really do like it. I'm building a lot of mobility. I'm going to try to do some daily Lsit pull-ups until I build the proper mobility. And ever since doing that, my mobility in my shoulders is just really leveling up. That was quite a missing link for my training, getting that really deep overhead mobility from the Lsit pull-ups with the mobility style where you put your butt behind your center of mass in order to elongate your lats and deepen the stretch in the upper back and shoulders. After that, I got into some calf raises on the power rack. I had a very good tempo here. I had a very intense tempo that was very tired out my muscles really quick with that tempo I did there. Now I'm over to the dip station where I do 3 of the most intense dips as I could. For these sets of 3, it really does seem to be a good strength builder. I go down as far as I can, get a very nice stretch, get a very nice contraction, and I even add a little bit of movement at the bottom by twisting the hips, trying to force my chest to stabilize in that very deep stretch. I do want to do more than 3. I'd ideally want to be doing like 12-ish. But right now, all I can do is 3, so that's what I'm working with. I get outside. It was a little sunny, so I had to put a hat on. And I worked some balance on the slack line. It's very good to get outside. Helps your microbiome, helps you get some sun for your circadian rhythm. You get some grounding if you go barefoot. Very important to go barefoot, at least a little bit, because a lot of modern shoes, conventionally modern shoes, are really bad for your feet. They crush your toes. You can check out some shoe reviews I have. I recommend checking out the Seguro Lucky One shoe review that I did. And yeah, get some barefoot shoes, get barefoot, train your toe spread. If you get barefoot shoes and you don't focus on training your feet, it's possible that it won't help you at all. Especially if you're a little bit older and you spend a lot of time in conventional shoes, you're going to need to spend a lot of effort consciously to spread out the toes and learn how to awaken those asleep and dead feet that you most likely have. If you don't, leave a comment saying, I got really healthy feet, and I will be very impressed. So I went outside, did some backflip, and then I spent a little bit of time working on the straight arm press to handstand. I have not done this move in quite a while. I'm going to do this more because I kind of forgot how to do it. I can kind of do it, not too good. The ground wasn't the best, so I am going to be doing this a lot more throughout the upcoming practice just to learn how to do it once again, because I kind of forgot the technique. So I can get up, and then I either fall forwards or fall backwards. It's a little bit unfortunate, but that's how it goes. When you train a lot of things, sometimes you might forget something, you might regress a little bit, but the regression is minuscule compared to the amount of progress that you can make. Because something that took you like maybe 10 years to learn, it'll take you about 10 years to fully forget, if that. You retain a lot more ability than you lose throughout inactivity if you train right and train smart. After that, I go inside a little bit later in the day, and I do, again, some more handstand presses with the straight arms, trying to be able to do it and not fall over. So I did it pretty good here. Go all the way down to a Stalder negative. So that was pretty good. Back to the power rack, doing more Lsit pull-ups. I'm going to try as many as I can comfortably without overdoing the shoulder mobility, but I did notice a huge increase in shoulder mobility because of this. And when I do the nighttime stretching, I just had I did the shoulder jump rope today, and the shoulder jump rope was so much better. Right there was a false grip hang that I just did on the bar. So I do some moving stretches, or I work on stretching out and keeping the muscles in kind of the way you want them to be. You want your muscles to be able to work in this kind of fashion right here, have this kind of energy and power to it. Probably if you want some performance, if that's what you want out of your training. If you just want your muscles to be super swole, I think that's a lot slower tempo and just slow tempos to exhaustion, especially on the eccentric. But if you want some power, you want some athleticism, you want some speed and safety, of course, this is the kind of force production that you'll probably get injured in and that you'll want to be for the most extreme of circumstances. I do some nighttime stretching, the splits, the shoulders, just doing the basics. And what I mean by the basics is the prime movers, the parts of your body that move and produce the most power and do the most movement. Now, if you made it this far in the video, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe. And I have a new service here where I have a connect with me, and you can call the number here on the screen. And it's only $1 a minute, and you can chat with me anytime. So feel free to call if you want to chat, ask any questions, or just talk about life, whatever it is. You call the number on the screen. That's with Connect with Me. And yeah, we can get chatting. Enough about that. The price, if you want the most updated price, go to my bio. The description price might be outdated if you're watching this in the future. So again, I did the splits. I worked on the front splits and the middle splits and this butterfly stretch. You know how in the past I've been asking like, oh, I need some tips. This is one of my worst positions. This is what I need to be doing. Being able to do to this level where you can get up and really squat with the butterfly stretch, that really gives me the most stretch on the outside of my butt and the outside of my legs. That is, yeah, that's it. And here is what I was talking about with the shoulder mobility. Normally I grab at the end instinctively, but with my increased shoulder mobility, I was able to grab at the kind of the bottom end of the golf club handle, which is a lot deeper than I would normally do. And that was just, I wasn't even thinking. So that's how I know that my shoulder mobility is really increasing with really focusing on those scapula and the upper back from those Lsit pull-ups. So if you can do a pull-up, you should really try to learn how to do the mobility style of the Lsit pull-up if mobility is your goal. If strength is your goal, then do the strength style where your butt is in front of your center of mass. But anyways, that's all the training I had today. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram in the bio, and maybe try out my Connect with Me. Bye-bye.